7 teams that I think are the best in the IQA.
It's making me nervous, yeah.
Hey there, Quidditch fans! Welcome to Snitchcenter. I'm Nick DeSabrino.
And I'm Asher King Abrams Pun.
All ready?
What? It's never too early for a good Quidditch pun, Nick Day. Don't you know anything about broadcast journalism?
My co-host is Asher King Abrams' son, the UCLA beater better known for beating his jokes into the ground.
In today's episode of Snitchcenter, we'll be continuing our coverage of the 2011 Quidditch World Cup, to be held in Randall's Island, New York City.
Quidditch, like all league sports, has its elite teams, the franchises who are perennially contending for the World Championship. Teams whose opponents relish the opportunity to beat them, if they can only get over their fear to face them.
You mean Middlebury?
Well, they do come to mind.
4-time World Cup champion.
There are others.
The only team ever to hoist and host the cup.
who seek to contend.
Completely undefeated in intercollegiate play.
Asher, stick to the script.
But Nick Day, wouldn't you agree that as such a new sport, with so much changeover from graduates to incoming freshmen, Quidditch is hardly a sport whose news you can script?
I would agree with my producers over there, who are mouthing shut up and who can replace you, just like that.
We will have 100 teams competing in the 2011 Quidditch World Cup, 1 champion and 99 contenders seeking to steal that spray-painted vodka handle out of Middlebury, Vermont. Now let's send it over to Quidditch fashion pioneer and statsman Dan Sheggings Hanson for his list of 7 Horcruxes that must be destroyed in order to defeat Middlebury.
Asher,
What? It's what the script says.
send it to Dan.
Over to you, Sheggings.
Thanks, guys. Asher actually is right about one thing. It's impossible to predict the results in a sport where teams and players can jump from obscurity to the top of the world in a matter of hours. But each year, we learn more about every team, and this year, these are the 7 teams that I think are the best in the IQA. Coming in at number 7, we've got Arizona State, Western Cup champions and the only team on this list new to the World Cup. It was tough to choose them over the big contenders over the past couple years like Vassar and Boston University, as well as the other World Cup freshman upstart team Kansas. But I think ASU has the size, depth, and competitive edge to jump right in with the elite teams that used to reside only on the East Coast. Of all the Western Cup teams, they communicated the best and only got better as the tournament went on. With 6 more months of Quidditch experience under their belts for the World Cup, and a regional championship to recruit even more talent, this new team should be able to adapt to the highest level of Quidditch that they will see in New York. Pittsburgh finished 4th in the world in 2009 and 3rd in 2010. They are only getting better. With multiple years of World Cup experience and success, I expect a Pitt team as gritty and athletic as usual, with an even higher Quidditch IQ. They have that intangible winning quality, and if they can take their foot off the gas and save their energy for the final rounds, they can beat anybody. Next up is Louisiana State, who burst onto the Quidditch scene in last year's World Cup. They dominated their way to an Elite 8 loss to 4th-ranked Vassar. Only problem? They played a relatively soft schedule to get there. This year, I think they're going to go even further, no matter who they play. Building on past success, an athletic core, and a passionate competitive edge, this college sports powerhouse should be a brand new team this year. Even better than their 6th-ranked performance last year. Tufts was the Cinderella story of last year's World Cup, and now they should be considered one of the Goliaths. They are a team that has improved fast and has no reason to stop now. They've got athletic players, depth, and now the highest level of experience. Now, I might be a little biased because Emerson's my alma mater, but after a snitch grab loss to Middlebury in the 2009 finals, and another last year to second-ranked Tufts, I know that there's no team out there with more of a hunger for the championship than Emerson. While they lost a lot of players to graduation, they're getting a lot back from semesters abroad. At a school where some of the best athletes play Quidditch, they're expecting to win it all, and it shouldn't surprise any of us if they do. At number 2, yes, 2, I have forever reigning champions, Middlebury College. Now, I'm assuming that at least some of their several dozen elite players have graduated, but I'm also assuming that they have an incoming class of people who will fight like 4-year veterans to defend their championship. The only way to stop Middlebury seems to be slowing the game down and getting the snitch before they can pull ahead. But they're the team to beat, and every team will give them the fight of a lifetime. Can Can they survive 2 long days without one underdog getting the best of them? And at number 1, Texas A&M, the best team I've ever had the misfortune of playing keeper against. With a surplus of size and speed among their chasers, and a relentlessly physical defense, the only thing they needed to get to the finals last year was snitch crabs. And then, in the Southwest Regional Tournament, seeker Isaac Salazar caught all 7 snitches in their 7 games. My money's down on Texas A&M to be the first team in Quidditch history to defeat Middlebury College.
I will take that bet. 20 galleons on Middlebury.
You can't bet on teams. We have to be unbiased. Make it 15, you're on.
And that's it for this edition of Snitchcenter.
So you stay classy, Hogsmeade.
You totally stole that tagline from me.
It's in the script.
I know, I was just quitting.
God.
I'm starving. You want to get some dinner after work?